Wyatt, if you're still out there, if you come back, we'll shoot the breeze. I'm here for you, my man. Thank you for serving in the Army. Gotta love false alarms on the phone. I apologize for the last YouTube short being cut so quick. Had a phone call I had to take and thought it was important. Apparently, it wasn't anything. But again, that's just the randomness of life. And I'm hoping people will join here. Hey, Riley, thank you for coming back. I'm so sorry. Got a call and I thought it was an emergency call, and it turned out to be nothing. How? So tell me a little more. Was I correct? Is that the lake that the grumpy old men used in that movie? Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon, I think. Because Minnetonka looks like a big lake, if I remember correctly. Oh, okay, Riley. Fair enough. But is that where you can go and go ice fishing and drive on? Or are there other lakes in Minnesota you can actually drive on lakes with like pickup trucks and SUVs and that sort of thing? Hi, everyone. Nice to have you here. My name is Mike. I hope you're doing well. I hope others, I apologize for it cutting earlier. Had what seemed to be an important phone call again. Gotta love people. I don't know if you've all seen the Geico commercial where like the guy's running around the top of the building, helicopters are chasing him, he's engaged in stuff, and I forgot who calls him, and he's just like, not now. It's good to have a sense of humor. It's always good to have a sense of humor, because what can you do? Tell me a little more, if you don't mind, Riley, about Brainerd, because that sounds a lot like Braintree, Massachusetts. That's an interesting name. Welcome to the chat, everyone. My name's Mike. I hope you'll say hi. We don't bite here, we're just chilling. We're easy going. All of us are 3% related. Let's have some fun together and just shoot the bull on whatever you guys want to, guys and gals want. Oh, nice. So you get a mountain bike park. Lucky. Do you ever get on like a Cannondale or Specialized or like a Trek or whatever they're called and hit it up? Ah, damn chipmunk. Chipmunks are beautiful rodents, that's for sure. Hi, everyone. Welcome aboard. I'm Mike. I'm here shooting the breeze with y'all. Just a fun-loving guy from Washington, D.C. Um, we're all 3% related. Welcome aboard. This is a safe place to just be who you are. No judgments, just people just chilling. Oh, Specialized Stump Jumper. That's a nice bike. And you know what? You just made me smile because I biked what's called the C&O Canal down here. It's a former, I don't know what you call it, pulley canal boat system that they built back in the day, kind of like the Erie Canal. And man, those old Specialized stump jumpers are no joke. I had a Hard Rock, and that thing took a beating. Finally, the frame busted after, I want to say, like 6,000 or 7,000 miles hiking at it. And my respects to you. I'm so sorry about your mom. I really am. And my apologies for having to end. I thought I had an emergency call, and turned out to be just the usual hubbub. But Specialized makes good bikes. I now ride a Cannondale SE3. Age, unfortunately, changed a few things. I had to spend a little more money than I wanted to, but I'm still going to bike. Hey there, mate. So, King, I appreciate you being in the Army, and how long is your break for? I hope one day we can all drink some beers and have a cigar here. Oh, 1 year. Okay, so a 1 year break. Is this like what's the word, for mourning purposes, family medical leave or something like that, or is it just customary for a 1 year break of tour? Thank you for serving. I can tell you one thing. I've been all over the world. Men and women in the military are the best, the bravest, and usually the brightest too. Oh, okay, King. King, good for you. No, you know what? You have all the time. You take all the time you need to grieve. Any type of traumatic episode or issue like that, especially, um, my recommendation, it's up to you how to grieve. As long as you don't hurt yourself or others, I fully recommend a good therapist because um, I'm honest. I have ADD. I have dyslexia. Um, just like every other human beings, I have challenges. My therapist has a therapist. His therapist has a therapist. If that doesn't tell you something right there, and also, I cannot strive the importance of this. Family and friends are great, but they usually have blood or something that binds you to them. It's nothing unfair. It's just that's what the nature of the beast. A professional, a man or woman, whatever you prefer, that's caring, is going to be a great non-biased who will tell you what you need to hear without any of those familiar or friend pressures in there. Oh my goodness, damn, King. You know what? Winston Churchill is right. When you're going through hell, keep on going. I hope that wound is physically recovered, and my hope is also health-wise, mentally and emotionally, that you've been able to process through that. This area, I have a lot of friends that have served in combat, and yeah, some of them didn't make it back. Most of them did, and the ones that did are different. They're still mostly, fun, but it has a human cost. It does. Even just as you know, non-military, what do you call it? Non-combat missions. It puts a toll on a human being. No matter what country, we should always take care of our men and women, our bravest, our best, and often the most active in the community. Good luck finding anybody better than veterans when it comes to like Little League sports, Boy Scouts, community engagement, that sort of thing. Oh, nice. See, your dad surprised you. Cool. I hope you and your dad are able to work together and have a lot of good times. All life is photographs and memories. That's all it is. Keanu Reeves is right. When we lose somebody, we miss them. We miss them a lot. We love them when we miss them. That's for sure. Keanu Reeves is a very wise and kind human being. If you actually look up what that poor man has been through, um, he's been through a lot. But Keanu Reeves is actually correct when he says the best thing you can do is help another human being, and if you can't help them, don't hurt them. Oh yeah, King. Yeah, the lobster tail and steaks every day, right? Can we at least share that good laugh? The most delicious steaks, filet mignons, lobster tail, and hollandaise sauce, right? Oh, Monster Jam. Yep, that's a fun event. In fact, have you seen the one called Crustacean? Or what's your favorite rig? I guess is what they call monster trucks. Man, Bigfoot back in the day was like an international phenomenon. I'm old, I'll admit it. Back in the 80s, Bigfoot was everywhere. There were toys. We had little miniature Hot Wheel cars of it. Yeah, King. Yeah, that hollandaise sauce and the steak and lobster tails every day. You guys and gals in the military definitely eat better than the rest of us. That's for sure. No, actually, in all seriousness, thank you. I know the MREs are not exactly tasty. They do serve your caloric intake, I guess. My hope is that your MREs are better than some of the stuff that my family and neighbors ate back in the 70s and 60s or prior. I don't even want to think of what uncle in World War II, what they were eating, but I do know that Coca-Cola, they did get in their MREs, and that's how it made its way to Europe, World War II. I had an uncle that was, he served in the worst battle, Normandy. Have some other ones, too, that were around the world doing different things. I hope where you're all at, it's pretty like this. It's kind of overcast here, maybe 78 Fahrenheit. Oh yeah, free P Diddy, you're drinking Coke. Well, you know what? That's awesome because originally that was Coca-Cola cocaine, which no longer, of course, is the case. The secret ingredients from Atlanta, Georgia, where the headquarters are under a safety deposit box that's locked, I think, with like titanium doors, if I remember correctly. And yeah, like back in the day, GIs from World War II brought Cokes to Europe. That's literally what got Coca-Cola really. It was like the best free advertising ever. Coca-Cola giving the military Coca-Colas to bring into battle or to even places in Europe after during the rebuilding, the Marshall Plan and that sort of stuff. Truman Doctrine. I think even Korea War about 7 years later was similar. Coke did the same thing. Oh yeah, yeah. The plant Coke, and you're doing the light Coke. Yep. Yeah, plant cocoa is definitely. I forgot. Okay, well, obviously, cocaine's not vitamin A, B, or C, but it is a stimulant, and it did have some medicinal uses back in the day. Can't recommend because Rick James is right. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Sadly, a lot of people have lost their lives to cocaine and opiates and other um, less than healthy items. Um, the whole war on drugs, I don't know. It's been seemed to have been a disaster because it's. I think it's hurt more than it's really helped. Good intentions, but the numbers don't lie. Oh yeah, medical or something. Yeah, I could ask later on. I could ask one of my parents, who's a retired nurse, about cocaine or what stimulants are allowed in hospitals. I forgot. I've had multiple surgeries. I can tell you this: the propofol that Michael Jackson used was literally like Mike Tyson knocking my ass out. And then they now have I think it's called a beta reverser. So what happens is, I don't know if you guys have had surgery or gals have had surgery recently, but that when they give you the propofol, that white gooey stuff, you're instantly knocked the hell out. An anesthesiologist monitors your breathing, your brain activity, whereas in my case, not much. And then what they do is they put a reverser in, and then you'll wake up and be like, when are you going to do my surgery? We're done. That's the weirdest. It has an effect similar to GHB, which is, I believe, the date rape drug. Sadly, in medical uses, it's used for good reasons and put for anesthesia. Sadly, ladies especially, please be vigilant of guys that buy you drinks. That GHB is no joke. You will forget everything. You have complete amnesia. Please be careful. Yeah, meth or amphetamines. Yeah, that's a stimulant. There are drugs. I have ADD, like I told you. I don't lie, other than my fishing. Um, Amphetamines are used in hospitals or also in prescriptions. I don't use ADD medication anymore since I aged out at 25, per my medical doctor. Every year I go and just get reassessed. It doesn't really, actually, it's been more of a creative thing. It allows a lot of creativity, a lot of positive energy. And if you guys want something good to read, no joke, I forgot the title of it, but the two Oklahoma, or, no, apologies, Oakland, their top two homicide detectives have ADHD, and they increased the murder solve rate to 75% from 40%. And that is a huge difference. Just two guys almost doubled the closure rate. And it was kind of funny. The chief was interviewed in the book, and he goes, "Yeah, they drive me crazy, but they get stuff done." Oh man, free P Diddy. I'm so sorry. Fentanyl, it's heartbreaking. All it takes is like 3 grains of salt, I believe, of that, and you're dead. Narcan, if it's used quickly, can revive a patient. Oh, Adderall too. Yeah, Jeff. That's also a stimulant. You're correct. I know a lot of young people that are on it for ADHD and other conditions. And Jeff F., the book I'm talking about, if you know the title or can Google it, it's a full recommendation because it's about two detectives with ADD that literally have doubled the homicide closure rate in Oakland, California. Yeah, it's okay. So it's in Tulsa too. It's probably worldwide now. In the DC area, we're going through a lot of fentanyl deaths. It's pretty much every damn day you read about or see on the internet somebody's died from fentanyl. And unfortunately, some of my former high school classmates died from it. Um, Addiction is a disease. Um, I'm not going to judge what they did, and it's sad. But if you look at the DSM guide and medical guides, addiction's a disease, and it's time. I don't know about you all. What do you think? Isn't it time that people that are found with drugs, we get them to a hospital or a prison that's got medical facilities to treat the underlying diseases of drug addiction instead of just locking people up and throwing them back out? I mean, violent criminals or sex offenders, wood chipper all day, no problem, legs first. But drug people on drugs, it's a real addiction. Hey Jeff, where are you from? I'm from Washington D.C. I'm Mike. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, they do charge them money, and sadly, the hospital bills and insurance companies are really out of control right now. I mean, inflation is one thing, but when you're paying $50 for an Advil, come on. Houston, okay. What's the weather down there, Jeff, right now? And also, have you seen more growth of NASA, SpaceX, and Boeing since the space shuttle program left the Houston area? And I think it's called the Dry Lake area or Clear Lake part of Houston. Sunny and humid. Yeah, I guess you guys get up to the hundreds, don't you? Riley. I'm going to say the F-22 Raptor or B-2 bomber. What do you think? American military's got some cool toys. We're paying for them, but I'm actually grateful too. Our men and women in the military are awesome. Have you ever allegedly ended somebody, like whacked them or ended their life? I'm not sure what that means, ended someone. There have been people that I would like to drive over and back up over, but the law generally frowns against it. Um, if we were in Kota Hammurabi time, I probably would. But nah, I'm a peaceful guy. Okay, your cousin's in the military. Which branch? Free PDD? All are great. I'm grateful to all of them. Oh yeah, Riley's. That Airbus A350-900. Have you ridden on it? And also, do you know if it makes that strange Airbus noise when it's before takeoff? I forgot what it's called. Maybe it's the fly-by-wire or the hydraulic system. But every Airbus I've been on, like the A320, the A321, the A318, and then I think the A330, all had this boom boom noise before taking off, and I believe that's hydraulic pressure or fly-by-wire. I'm not sure, but Boeing right now, yikes! Hold the door, literally. Used to be if it's not Boeing, I'm not going. Last year when I flew back here from Boston, I looked down and saw 737-900 Max. I'm like, crap, because I wasn't able to get to one flight, and that was the only one they had left. Thankfully, got here safely, but yeah, I was a little holding on to if they had crap handles, I'd be holding on to it. Oh, okay, in the Navy, okay. Yeah, Navy folks do really long tours. Have you ever thought about doing military service? Because if I have one regret, it's not doing the military route. A lot of my friends and colleagues that have done the military said, you would have loved it. I mean, back when you were a young buck. And probably so. You know, command structure, discipline, PT, all that good stuff. Heck yeah. Get out there and kick some ass and take some names. See the world. Oh, okay. So, Riley, that's the PTU that makes that noise for hydraulic pressure. Okay, good. Yeah, I guess it's just normal operation for those planes. Like, Embraer doesn't do that. I think it's Bombardier's the other plane I've flown on. Those are the smaller ones. They don't do that. No Boeing that I know does that. But, yeah, the first time I heard that, I was kind of like, I think Embraer's now Mitsubishi, if I remember correctly. Or maybe it's Bombardier. But, yeah, the first time hearing that noise, it was kind of like, yikes. But every flight's been safe. What can you do? Ooh, a bone breaker shank. What is that? Is that like improvised weapon, I'm guessing? Like, I hear shanks are like, I know the term from prisons and criminal justice systems is, but I bet you that's nasty because Navy folks definitely have an added degree of aggression. And actually, sometimes that's a good thing. They're engaged with the enemy and they have to take care of business. Take care of business. Geez. Oh, my goodness. Never a dull moment. Folks, I'd like to thank y'all. I apologize. What do you call them? Exterminators here. Gotta love bugs. They always find a way. Look, peace all. I hope to catch up with you soon. If you could subscribe, I will try to have my son help me subscribe to you. But I hope you have a peaceful day. And, oh, yeah, breaks through bones. Oh, yeah. Well, for defensive purposes, chance favors the prepared. Y'all have a wonderful day. Be safe. And I hope we can do this again, maybe with cigars and beers sometime. That would be really fun. But I wish y'all a very safe day. And thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Because to be honest, we're all related. Let's all have fun. Peace out.